Hello and welcome back to another Space Engineers showcase video. In today's video, we're looking at another small fighter. This one is a little bit silly, yet it is still quite effective. And it's called the My Little Murderpod, which is this lovely thing right here. So this is a very small ship that packs quite a punch, and it even comes with a small warhead for you to blow yourself up on your enemies if all else fails. Pressing F10 and finding the Murderpod in the spawn menu, there it is. This thing is only 82 small blocks using none of the DLC packs. You can see there is quite a bit of information about this ship, and the most important line here is if you get low on fuel, you can still arm the warhead and yeet this thing into your enemy's mothership. Glorious stuff. Yes, very few blocks, no DLC packs, no scripts, no mods, you just spawn it in and away you go. The only issue with this ship, which is very clearly stated on the workshop page, is that it's a hydrogen powered ship and it's not really intended for survival mode, so much like the ship I showed the other day, or perhaps will be the one after this video, I haven't quite decided yet. It could be a small problem trying to keep this thing in the air, survival mode, without throwing on some more hydrogen tanks or O2H2 generators. But enough about that, let's go around the outside. So at the very front here, we've got a lovely pink cockpit for us to sit in and control this lovely little pod. Right in front of there, we've got a purple camera with some nice pink half-soap blocks just to cover up the front of the cockpit and to surround the camera. As we move around the side there, we can see the edges of our rocket launchers, which we can fire into our enemies. We come up and above, we've got a spotlight that sits on both sides, and the first of a few hydrogen thrusters. Just above that, Gatling guns, which do come with ammunition already inside it, so you can just spawn this in and go. Yes, moving around the side, we've got some lovely pink and dark pink blocks, just covering up everything. There's our small block hydrogen tank, a small cargo container for you to fill up with ice, another hydrogen thruster, a small light on the back, and the side sitting on the blast door edge. And as we move around the side there, more pink blocks, and a nice large connector for you to recharge this thing with. So coming up and above past all this, we can then see the very tippy top, which has a small little logo which says the My Little Murderpod, which is very well done. Some interior lights that surround it, and some more hydrogen thrusters. We've got piston heads that sit on the top of our Gatling guns to make them look more pretty. Then moving towards the front of the cockpit, there's a antenna to make sure you can never lose it. And there's our batteries. If we were to come all the way down and underneath this thing, past our cockpit, that is the bottom of the cockpit, so we can store a few bits and bobs inside. It appears I have somehow got into it. That is the bottom of our cockpit, so once we're in the air, we can load it up with some tools and stuff. Continuing along, 2 gyroscopes to make sure we've got some ample control over it, and our glorious warhead in a lovely pink colour. Then as we move towards the back, we've got an O2H2 generator that connects directly onto our connector. And we can see 2 air vents there, just in case you need it while flying around, say, on the alien planet. Yes, that just about covers the outside. There's not too much to talk about. Very small, very concise, and looks fantastic. So getting into my character, let's hop into the cockpit and bring up the HUD. So we've got a few tabs of things to do. Number 3 is, of course, a very important one where we can arm our warhead and just slam ourselves into stuff. We then can come over to tab number 1 where we've got a camera to view straight forwards. Number 2 for our Gatling guns. Number 3 is for our rocket launcher, which do have some missiles inside it. Number 5 for our battery to auto or recharge. 6 for our O2H2 generator on and off. Number 7 is for our thrusters on and off. And number 8 is for our connector to lock or unlock. On tab number 2, we then got our antenna on and off. Our hydrogen tanks to stockpile on and off. Gyroscopes on and off. Batteries again, but this time just to turn them on and off. And then our air vents on the bottom just to switch them on and off if we needed to. And last but not least, the lights on and off all the way around the ship. So coming back over to here and activating our thrusters, you will see the hydrogen deplete at a fairly rapid pace. Not as bad as the other ship that I may or may not have shown so far, which I believe is just sitting right over there in that distance right there. Yes, we do lose hydrogen at quite a rapid pace, but it's still usable if you have this thing stocked up with ice. So going forwards, this is the speed we're getting. We're fairly fast. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but for such a small ship, it does the job pretty well. Stopping as well is pretty good. And then going left and going right were quite slow. Going down and going up were about the same, but of course this thing is chock-a-block full of ice, so we are a little bit heavy on the going down. And then wiggling my mouse around, we've got plenty of control over this thing. You're not going to fail at tracking a target because it's too slow, and you've got plenty of maneuverability to get through some tight places. So let's go and fly over to that pirate base, and hopefully we'll make it there in time. I might need to turn off the dampeners so we don't run through all our hydrogen as we try and get over to it. Let's see how well this goes. So yes, if you look on the bottom right hand side, you can see the hydrogen is slowly going up. I'm trying to do the planet side thing of pitching down and using spacebar to move along. And it seems to be going quite well, making sure we're not running out of our hydrogen too fast. Though I might put the dampeners on there just to burn through a little bit because we are quite heavy. And it looks like we might be coming to a plop. And there we go. So yes, this thing is a little bit heavy when full up, but it is a bloody solid thing, means the second time it's dropped on the ground and it hasn't taken any damage. Okay, and here we go again, just going to take off there. Had to have a moment's rest to make sure the hydrogen could fill up a little bit. Might put the dampeners back on, means we are getting close. I have a feeling we're going to go straight into it and lose all the hydrogen, but that's how these things go. For safety measures, we're going to activate our warhead. Now we're going to put our dampener on. It looks like we're coming in too fast. Might crash this time. Might not. There goes all our hydrogen. We're coming down. The turrets have opened fire on us. But can we make it? I'm not sure if this is going to do. Could really use a parachute. There it goes. Oh, the poor little thing. Let's go and bring in a new one. Right, and away we go. So, very easy just to paste in and hop in and go. No setup required, no needing to disconnect any kind of landing gear or transformation progresses, or processes, whatever that word is today. Oh god, there's the missiles trying to track. Just try and blast into them. Let's go for a warhead. Oof, that one hurt, but we're still flying. I think they might have taken out too many of our thrusters. We come crashing back down. Anyway, that is it for the My Little Murderpod. It's just a funny little ship for you to play around, and it has a adorable little design. It'll be in the description below if you wish to download and play around with it yourself, and I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.